audition for some movie.
Indeed.
What did you know about Prince beforehand? What did you know about this movie?
Well, I still have the Rolling Stone cover of Prince and Vanity. As a starving actor, that was my motivation, inspiration. I bought the magazine. I said, I want to be special like them one day. Busting my ass, auditioning. One of my first agents is here tonight, Judith Fontaine, who kept this 5'2" Latin, not the girl next door woman, busy all the time doing commercials. But I get an audition. I was the last person they saw.
Mm.
She was the last person on the tape we sent to Prince.
So
and you said, "Oh, I know why you put it last, because she was definitely the best. You wanted to set it up so I would pick her."
I didn't know that.
Wow.
And were you very clear?
No, what happened was once Vanity left the show because she had gotten an offer by Martin Scorsese to be in The Passion of the Christ. And she was at a crossroads at the time, and she decided to go there. And so we were left without an actress, I guess about maybe 4 weeks before shooting.
Yeah.
So we went on a completely national platform at that time trying to find Vanity. Now here's the interesting thing. I flew to various states to meet with whoever was auditioning, and they were all trying to be like Vanity. They all came in looking like Vanity, they acted like Vanity, and it wasn't all that interesting. We had the real person, she left, and now these people are kind of coming in. What was fantastic about Apollonia is that she came in from the gym or something. You were wearing sweats and a sweatshirt, and she just came in, and she was extremely sweet about I'm just here. And we spoke for a while, and then I liked her right away, and that's when I called Prince and I said, I'd like you to meet her and see if you can work with her, and let's see what happens. So he came by, and you can tell what happened then.
Well, I went to the audition, and
Where did you audition?
I auditioned first here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, right in our office.
Right, so I walk into
And
an
the
office.
videotape, we videoed you.
That's right.
That's right. And we sent it back to Albert, but you don't remember.
I didn't see it.
I walk into this office, and Nia Peebles had just walked out, and she was really terrified. She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay." She goes, "You're the one. You're the one." And I thought, wait a minute.
She said
wait a
that to
minute.
you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she kind of scared me, but I thought, she's trying to throw me off, actors, right?
That's what they do in Hollywood when you
Yeah.
audition.
Exactly. I walked in there, and I gave him a tape and, resume and bio, and I had some little musical tape, some cheesy thing. And then he asked me to take my shoes off, so I thought, oh, wow, they're into feet.
Right, we were worried about how tall she was.
So I took my shoes off. They wanted to see, my size. And I went back home. My agent calls me because they're flying you to Minnesota. I arrive, and I'm at the Holiday Inn. I meet Chick. Wonderful Chick is a security detail. And they pick me up, and Prince takes me out for a ride in a purple limo. I was wearing a Flashdance sweatshirt ripped up, and I was wearing these white pedal pushers that the scene was already, you could see my skin, broke actor, and I kept putting my hands on top so Prince wouldn't see, that you could see they were ripped up pants, but that was the best that I had. So he drives around the country, and I roll down the window, and I just stick my head out, and I said, look, there's cows. And it's so green, and the sky is so blue. So at that point, I think my tuchus is in his face. He took me out to eat. He had spaghetti. And they took me back to the hotel, and then they picked me up in the evening for the audition, which was at First Avenue. And at that time, I thought First Avenue was a very famous street. They're going to take me to the Avenue, like Fifth Avenue. And so he says, no, it's a nightclub. So I wore black spandex, I wore my metal, mesh. I think I had saved up for 6 months and starved to buy that blouse. And we go to First Avenue, and it's the dance audition, see how I respond to people, first class, all this stuff. And it was great. We had a wonderful time. I remember we walked in, it was like Moses had walked in because we walked into the dance floor and everybody just parted. And that's when I thought, this is really quite impressive. Because I had the 1999 tape. I knew this new wave black guy that wore purple and lipstick, you know, an eyeliner. I had all of his music. And it was great. So they dropped me off.
I'm sorry, how different was he from what you imagined he would be from listening to the tapes and looking at the album
Oh,
covers?
completely day and night. He was very, very reserved. He was very shy, very quiet. So I had to do all the talking, which is, you know, I'm like chatty Cathy. And they dropped me off. All of a sudden, somebody knocks at my door at the hotel room. I'm ready to fly out the next day, and it was Chick. He says, "A kid likes you." He goes, "Play it cool." And I said, "I really like him a lot, too. Thank you." And I gave him a big hug and a kiss. They fly me back to LA. When I got there, they said, "You've been cast." So I started crying, and I called everybody that I knew. All 7 people.